Last time on MasterChef Australia.
Welcome to the MasterChef Cake Shop.
Emma and Ben went head-to-head in an emotional elimination challenge.
One of us sending the other person home is just unthinkable.
And for Emma, it was the end of her MasterChef journey.
I'm more determined than ever to go out there and start cooking, and someday soon in Adelaide there is going to be a brilliant little dessert bar.
Tonight, tips from the pros in a French-inspired masterclass.
We've got a little bit of a theme happening, and that is French food.
Gary serves up the heartiest French onion soup.
Sacre bleu.
While George puts his twist on a stunning roast chicken and vegetables.
A humble little dish it is.
Finally, master of French cuisine, Philippe Michel, stops by to share his secrets for perfect French toast.
So what's going through your mind right now as you plate that up?
I cannot wait until I taste it.
Bright and bubbly. Look at that.
Wow, look at you guys. Hey?
Good morning. Welcome back to the MasterChef Kitchen, and welcome back to another masterclass. It's been a big week, and you're excited coming through those doors. That's great to see.
This week, I hope you were inspired by some of the past contestants. Julie, Kate and Adam. Audra, big week for you. You chose Adam's mystery box and you won it.
Audra.
On top of that, I'll give you a quick stat. You've been part of 6 winning team challenges.
It wasn't just you, Audra, that
No,
did a
it
good
wasn't.
job. It was the whole team, and of course that team was captained by Jules.
Yay.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, we're doing awesome. Let's just keep it up. We're nearly there.
The winning team was the red team.
So good. The only way is up, right?
Yeah, definitely. I want to keep on going up and keep on impressing you guys for sure.
Brilliant. Well, that was a high. One of the lows, Ben and Emma went into an elimination, and of course Emma's gone home.
If I can't win it, then I want Ben to win it.
So yes, as I get it.
Okay, yeah, you've got to win this, Ben. You've got to go all the way, okay?
Yeah.
See you, Emma.
See ya.
Yeah, Emma.
Yesterday was a very emotional day. I'm still trying
Were you
to...
drained?
Yeah,
Absolutely
unbelievably.
drained.
I don't think people really, knew what was going on.
Well, you know what? You're all still in the competition, so make the most of it, because you could be here tomorrow, you may not be. So, we've got a little bit of a theme happening for this week's masterclass, and that is French food.
Happy days.
Got any idea what I'm about to cook?
French onion soup.
Strange giveaway, isn't it? 2 big bowls of onions. French onion soup, I love it. Winter warmer, and it's incredible how much flavour something can have when it's only really got 3 or 4 ingredients in it. It's incredible stuff. Who cries when they peel onions? Ah. Anybody got any age-old solutions to not crying?
I wear goggles.
Yeah, I used to wear my
you
swimming
wear
goggles, but it didn't work.
I hold a wooden spoon in between my mouth.
That would be attractive. You are kidding me.
Nah.
Someone told me to do this. I don't know if it works, but I can't really talk.
Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that stops you from crying?
It does.
What do I think of all of that?
Bo, he's got another beauty.
One, Bo, yeah.
You just get someone else to do it.
That,
you're a genius.
That is a great segue.
Yeah.
I need 2 volunteers. Actually, let's make it 3 volunteers to come up and slice onions. Bo has to be one of them.
Come on, Bo.
Tregan, you have to be another. And Mindy, why not? Because you're trying to ignore me.
I was trying to get out of it. I was trying to get out of it. Please do it with a wooden spoon.
Do it with your wooden spoon.
In your mouth.
Boys in the middle. Now, we're going to test the theories then, right? Wooden spoon. And we researched this. You did it to yourself. I didn't think of that one. I never read that one. The next one was that if you light a candle, so for you, Bo, we're going to give you 2.
Huh?
What are you trying to say?
Excellent. Oh, okay, this is good. I like bubblegum.
You're kidding me.
And bubblegum. Honest truth is these are some of the wives' tales. You've said it, wooden spoon in the mouth. Obviously, keep your breathing through your mouth. Candles, no idea what they do. Bubblegum, maybe the same theory. Tastes great. So we're going to make French onion soup. Really important. And there is an actual lesson in amongst the silliness, all right? Okay, so it's important that peel the onion, and then I want you to slice it across the breadth. So what you end up with is those, all right? And then let's see if you babies cry.
Are you tearing up yet, Gary?
Yes, George. Right, off you go. Come on, come on.
Come on, Tregan.
Let's go, Tregan.
Come on, Tregan.
Say,
Who's crying?
I'm actually not crying at all, and I'm usually really badly affected by onions, so I'll put another piece in my mouth. Seems to be working.
Okay. Wow. No, but are you going to blow some bubbles for us?
I've got 3 bits of gum in my mouth at the moment.
blowing bubbles.
Be careful, bubble sticks to your lips.
How's it working? Not crying.
Oh.
You know what? I love the Tregan with the spoon in the mouth.
She's also not talking.
Should we keep that? And, Bo, how are the candles?
One eye's starting to get a bit sad.
Oh.
Mindy, what about you?
My eyes are starting to weep.
Oh,
Absolutely.
whack
Bubble
more
comes
in
out.
quickly. Get more in, more. Get it all in. You just never know. Get it all in there, all right?
I'm starting to cry.
You're starting to cry. So you know what?
I'm starting to gag on me.
So we can safely say the candles
Doesn't work.
do not work.
Yep. Bubble gum.
Oh, yes.
This is, now Tregan, let go, let go, let go. Drop. Right, ready? Fetch. Now listen, Tregan, you actually use this technique as well, don't you, the goggles?
Yeah.
The big thing with this technique, obviously, what it's doing is stopping the vapour from the onions going into your eyes, and now I'm getting it. Can I actually tell you how you stop yourself crying?
Yeah.
When you chop onions? You don't need any of this malarkey, it's rubbish. It's the vapour, all right? Let's not get into details, but it's vapour from the onion. It's normally a blunt knife. So if you're using a blunt knife, you're bruising the cells in the onions, it's spraying, the juice is spraying, the vapour's, you know, flying everywhere. So you need to be in a well-ventilated room. You need to wash your hands if you feel that it's getting on top of you, and that'll stop you crying. But you know what? We all need a big cry once in a blue moon. Thanks for being part of the experiment. You can sit down now.
Hey! That was funny.
Does get more quintessentially French than French onion soup as far as I'm concerned. It's peasant, it's winter warming, and it's luscious and gorgeous, and really only with 4 or so ingredients, and that's wonderful cooking as far as I'm concerned. So what do you need? The sliced onions that you guys have done, 2 kilos, all right? Medium heat on the pan, good dash of oil, a good chunk of butter, all right? And you need the oil to conduct the heat. You can omit the butter if you're really freaking out about it, but you need that oil just to get the contact on the pan. So in go the onions. And you don't want to be frying these at a high heat. It's about a slow release of sugar. and a gentle browning, all right? And the first part of that process is actually just getting the onions to melt down on themselves, all right? Give you a bit of softness, start drawing out the sweetness. Salt. Now, as well as those onions, what you do need is a good stock. So what I've made here is just a basic beef stock. So small beef bones, caramelised, some vegetables, some aromats in a pot. Give that about 6 hours up to the boil, skim, simmer. You get that lovely sort of roasty aromatic smell off it. So if you could do me a favour, I've got some little ficelle bread, which is basically a small baguette. And I just want some little rounds, because obviously I'm going to pop the rounds on top of the soup, and I'll cover it in cheese and gratinate it under the grill. Yeah, perfect.
All right, croutons. Some melted butter, and we just, give them a good little brush.
And while George has got those croutons, I'm going to grate some cheese. I've got Gruyere and Parmesan.
And this goes into the oven until lightly toasted, just a couple of minutes.
I've just grated those cheeses in preparation for the soup. I've got Gruyere and Parmesan. George has got some croutons on, which we're going to layer on top of that lovely, thick, sort of bubbling soup. Cheese on top and then under the grill. Very, very simple, but a meal in one. Back to the onions. Get in there. This is where I want it to be. See how you're just picking up a bit of that caramelisation? It's golden. And look at the fact, or the important fact is that they've melted, softened already. Sugars are coming out of them. This is the time to keep the heat and make sure that, honestly, there's enough oil in there to make sure that they're going to colour evenly. So this is what I'm looking for. You see this colour starting to develop now? All right, that's wonderful. Wonderful golden brown. You don't want it to be burning, all right? You get burnt bits, take them out, reduce the heat. So it's about controlling this point.
Oh, croutons. Beautiful.
Oh.
They're a little bit dark, George.
The ones on the edge are. We'll get rid of these ones.
So the onions have completely melted down. That's taken about 40 minutes. And it's now you can just smash up the heat a little bit. So it's now that I'm going to put in those herbs. A few little sprigs of thyme, a couple of bay leaves, and just a couple of pieces of rosemary. Right, we're there. Onions, caramelised beautifully, really sweet. Cider. I love cider. Works brilliantly for me. You don't have to put cider in. You don't have to put any alcohol in. You can use sherry. You can use cognac, Armagnac. Works brilliantly well. But I love a bit of cider, because then you can have a little glass with it as well. It's like a champagne.
I mean, basically, in essence, you're deglazing, yeah?
Yeah.
Lifting
but
up all the sediment.
you're also reinforcing that sweetness as well.
Yeah.
OK, and what it's done is lifted any of that sediment off the bottom of the pan. It's bringing that beautiful sweetness out. And then our homemade beef stock, all right? And you put in just enough just to really flood it. It's all about the onions, remember? And because you're putting two great flavours together, great stock and caramelised onions, it's not going to take long just for those ingredients to get to know each other, have a little simmer, draw out some of that flavour from the thyme and the rosemary, and that is nearly job done. It's a beautiful soup. Right, remember all about the onions. Now, what I do is I always put a bit of cheese in, all right? Always put a bit of cheese in, because that'll sink in, really tasty. And then you layer the croutons on, so you can sort of rosace them or stick them on however is going to... So you're basically making a little raft.
A cheese raft.
A little cheese raft.
The best sort of raft.
Imagine being rescued by a cheese raft.
I think I'd eat
How
it.
nice would that be? Thank God. Ooh, this smells nice. Right, a little bit of the cheese, so the Gruyere, a little bit of the Parmesan. All right, and then I'm going to spin round. And then Gruyere all over the top. And we don't mind, with this dish, because it's really rustic, we don't mind the little spilly bits around the outside. It's all part of the gig, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh my God.
What's wrong?
So much cheese, Gary.
What's the problem?
There's no problem.
I did say it was a peasant soup, didn't I? They take a little Gruyere, a little Parmesan. All we got to do is put a lovely little golden brown bubbly surface on that, and we're into it. So under a hot grill, hot as she'll go, and that should take about 3 to 4 minutes. Let's keep our fingers crossed, keep an eye on it, and we're ready to eat our soup. Feeling good, George. French onion soup should be ready. Don't drop it. Don't hurt me. Oh! Oh! Ooh la la! C'est magnifique! Beautiful. Look at that. So there you have it, French onion soup in its entirety and perfectly done. And lots of cheese, lots of onions, yum. Tasting?
Yes.
Bo?
Yep.
Tregan. Mindy, might as well come up here. Come on, since you were part of the onion slicing.
I'll use a small spoon, Gary.
Oh my lord. Oh.
It's hot, hot. It's been under a hot grill.
Sacre bleu.
Sweetness is absolutely incredible. Like, it's just so great how you can extract so much flavour from something as simple as onions.
Absolutely stunning. The croutons are absolutely fabulous in it, aren't they? And they soak up all that juice and then you get that sweetness. It's almost like having...
Worth the tears, Minnie?
Absolutely, any day.
Right, back you go.
It's hot. Be careful, there's a lot of...
I did. Yeah.
So, Tregan, key techniques. What have you taken away from that little dish?
Definitely the caramelisation of the onions, using a wider surface area, making sure it's not all clumped on top of each other.
Brilliant stuff. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly the same thing. Understanding that caramelisation, when you should melt the onions, when you should caramelise the onions. It's crucial, it's critical to get a great result.
Cool.
The next dish we're going to cook is roast chicken and vegetables.
Yeah, but it's a Georgie kind of roast chicken and vegetables. I love that.
Spatchcock, a little baby chicken. Gary's going to show you guys how we're going to break that down. And then we're going to show you how to roast chicken on its crown. We're also going to do a little ballantine of the leg. And I'm going to show you how to make a pomme galette.
Gary, I got a question. What's the difference between a poussin and a spatchcock?
Same thing. Poussin, baby chicken, spatchcock, all the same thing. And people get confused about it. But basically a poussin, French word, and spatchcock is actually the technique of splitting it down the back, opening it up. So if you spatchcock a chicken, that's what you're doing. All right, so first up, we're going to take the legs and the wings off this. All right, so little tip is just pinch that little muscle that's there, and then I turn it over and pinch that muscle on the same side. You can literally take that bone off straight away. So the winglet is off. Legs off. You draw the knife down, and then you pop the joint in the back. So there's very little effort other than following what is a natural seam and line. You can pull that off and it just comes neatly away from the bone. So we've got our legs, our wings. Now all we've got to do is remove that backbone, which is not necessary now for the cook, other than the fact that you need a little bit left just to stabilise it so that it sits upright in the pan. Now for the wing tips, pop the top of the winglet off, push down, and then you're going to pull one of the bones out. So now you've got that little plump winglet with a bone in.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
All right. Okay, that looks cool, doesn't it? Right, we're just going to bone these legs out, and we're opening them up. We're going to do a ballantine, so we can just follow the line of the bone. Okay, best to tackle each one separately. So the thigh bone first. I did butchery for a long time, and I always use my fingers to try and follow the seam, and then use the knife to tease the bone away. We're going to make a little roll.
Right, quite simple. We lay our chicken leg down. A little bit of salt. And you know, if you want to be a little bit extravagant, you can put some little herbs in there or a bit of paprika in there.
Truffle.
It's up to truffle in there. Okay. And this is the important bit, the rolling of the leg, making sure it's nice and tight, it's nice and round.
So you're cryovacuuming that now?
Yeah.
What stops you from just throwing that in the water? Nothing?
You do that nice and tight, drop it into the water.
Beautiful.
Right, should we vacuum back these little little rolls, these little chicken legs?
Okay. We're going to pop that into the water bath, 68 degrees for 30 minutes. If you don't have one of these, pot, water, thermometer, yeah, it's fine.
So you mean you don't have to have a thermocirculator in your kitchen? Thank goodness for that. Right, so shall we seal this off? Yep. So we're going to caramelise it on all sides, and it'll take about 8 minutes in the oven.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so a little bit of seasoning, salt, just a few thyme leaves, just to get the whole thing kicked off.
Gary?
Yeah.
You said for the spatchcock, 8 minutes for the crown in the oven. What about for a normal chook?
I reckon about 16 minutes, if it's a fairly big crown. So if you're looking at a 1.2, 1.4 chicken, about that. All right, so the chicken's almost done. I'm just going to take that out for a second because I want to put some little collars on the bones, and that's only because I know George is really pedantic and he doesn't want any colour on those bones at all. So it just keeps them really clean. So the pan's given them a little bit of a taint. All right, so we'll do that. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a re-season. And then we're going to pop that back in the pan. Then we're going to put this into a 180-degree oven, and it's going to take about 8 minutes plus a rest.
Right, I'm going to show you a little potato dish called pomme galette, which is basically a really thin, crispy, yummy potato cooked in butter. Okay, a cutter, all right, you know, you just... What we need to do is barrel the potato. This is a Desiree potato. There's only really 3 ingredients: butter, salt, and the potato. Right, we just need to slice the potato so we get these thin rounds, all right? Okay, that's really important. And we've just put that on absorbent paper. A little bit of salt, okay, because that will extract any moisture in the potato. And then we'll just pop that over the top to dry it out as much as possible. Okay. A little bit of clarified butter. Do we know how to make clarified butter? Put your hand up.
It's melting down the butter, so you separate the whey of the butter from the liquid.
Yeah, so we're basically removing the buttermilk, and all we want to be left with is the fat, okay? And this is the bit where you've got to take your time, and what we want to do, in essence, is make a little rose. Not good for fat fingers, this.
George?
Yeah?
If you didn't have a small pan, what could you use?
Just use a larger pan. So I've done 1 round, okay? I'm doing a second, all right? So they're going to sandwich each other, all right?
George, do you put butter in between the layers as well, or just
No, just butter on the bottom and butter over the top.
Why is that?
Because if we put butter in it, what's going to happen? Slide apart. Okay. What we want is that starch to connect and stick. Okay, a little bit of butter over the top. This is when you need to pay attention. As soon as you put it on the gas, you need to care for these things. Right, roast chicken and vegetables. A humble little dish it is. Right, some vegetables. We need some vegetables on the plate. So we've got some little onions that we've peeled and halved, and we're just going to start cooking them. I want to get nice caramelisation. But we also need to keep an eye on our galette here.
It's stuck together brilliantly,
And
hasn't
at this point, yeah, we flip it over. I might put some of these baby turnips in there, and we'll just fry them off as well. Okay, so our galette's nice and crisp.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
Love that.
And we'll just pop that on some greaseproof paper. And that's ready to go.
So I think this little baby chicken will be ready.
We're working hard today, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm working hard. Can't you see the sweat? So I want to just touch that just at that thick point on the baby chicken, and I'm looking for that gentle give. I reckon it's close to perfect. It's not going to take long at all to rest. Probably 2 to 3 minutes is long enough just for that heat to level itself out in the bird. All right?
You know, while you're doing that, I might fry a couple of these chicken necks off. Usually most people throw them out, or great to make stock, because there's lots of flavour in there. But they're little morsels of yumminess, yeah? Pretty easy. Little flour, little season with salt, and then straight into the deep fryer until they're crispy. Yum.
That's cool.
Right, our chicken's been in the water bath, 68 degrees for 30 minutes. I'm going to give that to Gary.
Thank you.
Because I just need that coloured in a bit of butter, as well as those chicken wings, and then we can start assembling this dish.
Fantastic stuff.
All right.
So I've taken that ballantine out of the bag, and it'll spit like crazy when it goes into the pan. I'm going to put these little chicken wings in. So as that starts to go golden brown, we're just going to put in a little bit of thyme, a little bit of salt. All right, so I've added a little bit of butter to the pan. And what I've done is that these little winglets have taken a minute or two to cook through and caramelise in the butter. And then this little ballantine all the way through the dish. And then, of course, the baby chicken, which I'll baste a couple more times just to make sure that skin is lovely and crisp. Lift that up and we can carve that off the bone.
Okay. Gary, that looks beautiful. I'm just going to carve this. I've got some of these beautiful little baby heirloom carrots. They just need a little bit of warmth. That's it. Okay? So they go in. Some of this thyme. Okay? Right, time to start plating up. We've got everything ready to go. We made a puree out of pine mushrooms. Shallot sliced, pine mushrooms, sweat it down in butter, a little bit of salt, black garlic, and then blend it up, and you end up with that there. All right, silky, smooth, yummy mushroom puree. Okay?
Beautiful.
Okay, of course I'm going to put a chicken neck on the dish. A little season of that as it comes out of the deep fryer. There's two little sort of fancy things going on the plate for this chicken. One of it's gold leaf and another one is black truffle. Oh. Okay. And we need lots of black truffle. We'll just leave that there. Okay, so gold leaf is literally that. It's thin sheets of gold.
Is that gold?
Gold, Gary.
What, actually gold?
Gold. Wow. Oh, apparently, Matt Preston wears them as eye patches at night.
Well, it's good for your complexion. But a little birdie told me your house is covered in it, so...
Right, our chicken. I'm going to roll.
Oh, no way. That's decadent.
It's soil.
Ah.
No, it's like a little forest.
Black and gold chicken.
Get out. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Yeah. It's very Roman feast.
Let's take the breast off this little bird, and that's just cooked, really moist.
That is beautiful, Gary.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And that's beautiful. Get the thyme and everything through that.
So, breast there. Galette. Yeah, like a crown. Right, chicken wing. Chicken neck, carrot, some chestnut. Okay, this is chicken and vegetables, guys.
Yeah, of course.
Some of our grapes here. Some of our raw pistachios. Some more carrots, but these are, again, these are just peeled and raw. And finally, some garlic flowers. A little bit of olive oil. Well, there you have it. Roast chicken and vegetables. Andrew, Mindy, come on down.
They're going, woo, hallelujah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Wow, that's super tender.
I don't know how to go in here first.
You just got to get in there and
get in there.
This is like no roast chicken that I've ever tasted or made at home, that's for sure. It's actually just flavour after flavour after flavour.
I know it's supposed to be chicken and vegetables, but it's gone from being, you know, day wear to the high life. It's fantastic. And there's that earthiness that's going through the vegetables, through the truffle with the garlic.
Thank you so much.
Yum.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Sorry, guys, we demolished it.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
No surprise.
Two top key techniques out of this roast chicken and vegetables is number one, now you've got another potato dish in your repertoire, that pomme galette. Use it. Number two, the cooking of that chicken breast. Roasting it on the crown will always be better. It will keep its shape and it will keep it moist. Grab that technique, use it, and hopefully you'll win. In 2003, I was given the honour to represent our country, Australia, at the biggest culinary Grand Prix in the world, the Bocuse d'Or in Lyon. Named after the godfather of French cuisine, Paul Bocuse. Now, if I told you the guest I'm about to bring in worked for him for 25 years.
Wow.
He is an absolute legend and he's our godfather here in Australia of French cuisine. He is Philippe Michel. Chef.
Charles, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
It's great to
Hello.
be here.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Now, we've brought you in towards the end of today, and it's for something sweet.
Okay, we did the onion soup, we did the chicken. Now we're doing a classic of bistro dessert. We call it a pain perdu. Served with citrus salad and with the honey ice cream.
Who's attempted pain perdu before? Wow, Julia. And how'd it turn out?
Not so well.
No.
I just didn't take enough time to really soak my brioche in the egg mix.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure we take time today and we do it properly. Okay, let's start with the ice cream. So, the base of the ice cream, it's of course egg yolk and honey.
Okay, so there's 300 grams of egg yolk and 270 grams of honey.
Of honey, exactly. And then we've got milk.
Okay, so that's a litre of milk. And 200 mils of cream.
Okay, so we bring it to the boil. You mix the egg yolk with the honey. What you can do as well is put the honey straight in the milk as well.
Okay.
That's work as well. You just mix that. And what we're going to do when that is boiled, we just mix it with the egg yolk and the honey. So now if the milk is hot.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So I'll mix it. You want to pour it,
I can
Josh?
pour for you, yeah.
So make sure when you do that, you do it slowly because you don't want to cook the eggs straight away. Yep.
All?
All.
Oui.
All good. I'll put it in a bain-marie like that. So like that, you don't need to stir at all. You can do that and go watching TV. And then you come back, take about 20 minutes.
Right, the anglaise is working its magic, so we're going to do the citrus salad now. So first, orange juice, 500 mils, and that's to mix with the caramel that we're going to make.
And then we will do some zest for decoration.
Yeah.
Des confit. And then the segment will be cooked in a caramel.
Wow, cool.
Kylie, do you want to help?
Yes, I'd love to.
Come on.
Thanks.
I can tell, I just can feel it. You want to be up here, don't you?
Yes.
All right, so maybe I'll go and sit down, you know?
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Kylie.
Kylie, Philip, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Maybe we can do some zest?
Yeah. Or just
Okay.
peeling the zest off with the peeler?
Yeah, we peel. But what we have to be careful is to make sure we don't have that.
The pith.
Yeah, because this is very bitter.
Yep.
Actually, what I could start while Kylie is doing that, I could start to do the caramel.
Okay.
Oh, I love caramel.
So what's the process for the caramel?
So we do a dry caramel. When you do a big batch of dry caramel, you never put all the sugar at once. So you just put a little bit, and when the sugar is caramelized, you put a little bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more until it's finished.
Okay.
We put a bit more sugar. I actually like caramel, dark caramel.
Yeah, take it to the edge.
Yeah, not burn,
Yeah.
but yeah, to the edge. So after that, we will remove all the skin of one orangey and one grapefruit and do some segment.
Okay.
And we'll do the segment.
What do we need to do to this now before Kylie
This
leaves?
one we need to julienne it.
Okay, so do you know how to do that, Kylie?
Okay, there we go, yep.
Yeah.
What I usually do, I blanch them 3 times to make sure there is no more bitterness at all. And then cook them with a little bit of sugar and water.
You end up with this here, yeah?
Yes, I did that this morning, yep.
Yeah, beautiful. And you can keep that in a jar in the fridge?
Forever.
And it lasts
Yeah.
forever. Chef, you happy with that? It's a good
Oh,
job.
Yeah, it's very good.
She's done a good job.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's very good.
Kylie, well done.
Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much, Kylie. Thank you. So, George, our caramel is ready.
Yep.
Now we add the orange juice inside. You see?
Ah. I like that.
And then we reduce until syrupy.
Love it.
What was the ratio of orange juice to sugar or to caramel?
Okay, orange juice was half a liter for 200 grams of castor sugar.
Nice, thank you.
Okay, I would like to go back to the ice cream.
Yep, so bowl, ice, another bowl on top.
Yes, so you have as well to cool it down as quick as possible at about 3 degrees.
The ice cream's made. I'm going to put that into the machine. Okay, and we'll churn that. Yeah. Okay, get that on. Okay, what are we doing next?
The segment? Yeah. So we need to remove the rest of the skin.
So do you want me to do this ruby grapefruit?
If you want.
I'll do that one. I think the key to segmenting is making sure you're not using the brute force of the knife. You're allowing the sharpness of the knife do the work and just follow the contour of the orange or the grapefruit.
So look at the syrup is reduced enough.
Oh, very nice.
You know, like that. So you know also what you can do with that. The fruits are ready. We just pour our caramel on the top. So make sure you put the caramel hot because we want to cook them.
Yum. Yum.
Okay, so once the syrup is on the top of the salad, you cover it with cling film. And then leave it overnight in the fridge like that, if you have time.
Okay, so we've got our citrus salad, we've got our zest, we've got our ice cream churning. What's left?
The bread.
The bread.
But this is very important.
Why is that?
It's important to have a good bread, a top quality pain de mie. This was baked 3 days ago. You can see it start to shrink. If it's too fresh, when you put it in the milk, it will just absorb all the liquid And then when you saute it, it's like a pudding rather than a pain perdu. Now we need to do the liquid to soak our bread.
Yep.
We call it in French, we've got a name for everything, a lait de poule.
Egg pool.
It's very easy. You don't need to boil or to cook anything. You just mix the milk.
So that's 500 mils of milk.
The sugar.
40 grams of sugar.
And 4 eggs. So it's up to you as well if you want to add some vanilla as well. Make sure you use the right vanilla, the vanilla bean. But because we...
Julia, what did you put in yours?
Eggs and cream and vanilla and cinnamon.
Come on, come down. Geez, you're...
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both the same height. Oh, no, a little bit taller.
You're just short, George.
So now we are ready to finish our pain perdu. You want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. About 3 centimeters. Yeah, that's good.
And then
you remove the crust. You might put that on. And then what I usually do, I just cut it in half like that.
Okay. And then do you fry these ones off as chef snacks?
And then you can,
George does.
We never waste anything in the kitchen. So that you can put it in a, what's the name of that?
Lait de poule.
Lait de poule.
Lait de poule.
Lait de poule.
Lait de
Exactly.
poule.
So inside.
Just drop it in.
Voila. We don't want the lait de poule to be absorbed too much.
Okay.
Okay, so we get our fry pan. If you can get a non-stick fry pan like that, that's perfect. Some clarified butter. This is not very French, not too much butter.
I know, I was just going to say that. I'm just so confused. Because normally I've got Gary to my right, adding more butter.
Yeah, turn them over.
It's still lovely and firm.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. We're nearly ready to plate up.
We're ready. I also did some dry orangey for decoration.
Oh.
Do you want to taste one?
Yes.
Right, thank you, Julia. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Thank you, Julia.
So what are you looking for,
Voilà.
Chef?
Just a nice caramelization.
Beautiful.
Ready to go?
Let's do it.
Ready. Okay. So before you put on a plate, just put it on a kitchen paper to absorb the too much of fat. So the way I will put it on a plate, but this is only me. You know, you can do it the way you want. Okay. Cooking is about cooking with your heart. It's not always about looking at recipes.
Yeah.
I'll put 2. It's a big family. And then we have the citrus salad.
Oh.
So what's going through your mind right now as you plate that up?
I cannot wait until I taste it. Maybe the ice cream, George?
Yeah.
Okay, gotta practice that.
That's a quenelle, yeah? Huh?
Awesome.
Voila. And then we have the zest to play around as well. Dry orangey for decoration. The ears.
Oh my god.
Do you think we should put a bit of green? Yeah, maybe a bit of mint.
What is it? I can't even see what it is. Oh, it's so pretty, darling.
So this is my pain perdu, my style.
Amina, you want to task Philippe something?
Oui, excusez-moi, Philippe, je voudrais la glacée, s'il vous plaît.
La glace au miel?
Oui.
Mais bien sûr.
Right, Kylie, Julia, come on, come on. Yeah, but you need to talk to me in Greek.
Oh, I wouldn't even know how to
I'll
say
give you
hello.
some bad Russian.
It looks
Go,
beautiful.
get in there, get
I
in
will.
there, get in there.
Yum. Caramel's the best thing in the world.
I can feel dessert. I can feel dessert. Always, you know.
With the ice cream.
The bread's, it's got beautiful caramelisation on the outside, but the inner bit is really soft and yielding, and that's what mine didn't have. It's just great.
Kylie?
Thank you.
I love the ice cream.
Yes.
Just beautiful, and it looks incredible on the plate
You
as
know
well.
what I love is the pan perdue is so light, so beautiful. That is so healthy. That is like that is all your food groups rolled up into one, as far as I'm concerned.
Got vitamin C from the oranges and all the citrus.
It's
Perfect.
all there, isn't it?
Kylie, Julia, thank you.
Thank you very
my
much.
pleasure. Thank you.
Kimchi's for everyone.
Thanks, George.
Here, take some spoons.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll send it down, boys.
Right, Philippe, what are the 2 key techniques with pan perdue?
Well, first, source a good bread. That's very important. And I think the second one for me is to cook it slowly, to caramelize the bread, not to add a lot of oil or butter. It doesn't need to, you know. And this is very important. And of course, to cook properly the ice cream.
Fabulous.
The rest is easy.
Philippe, Michelle, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It was an absolute honour
Thank you for having
here.
me. Thank you for listening to me.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Guys, it was a fabulous day. I really enjoyed it, but I feel like I need to go for a big nap. But before we do that, let's celebrate what an amazing week it's been. Come on.
Let's do it. Great week. Nap. No, more like a feed.
Oh, lovely.
He's so nice. Look at that! I'm just gonna pinch one of these.
Oh, that looks quite good, actually.
Devon Tregan. There you go. Oh, yeah. Yes, man.
Oh, thank you.
I think on behalf of Matt, myself and George, that on a serious note, that we are truly impressed with the food that you're putting up right now.
Yeah, totally.
So here's to being impressed with the food that you're putting up now and the food you're about to put up in the competition.
Well done, guys. Cheers. Well done.
Cheers.
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
It can be sweet, it can be fiery, but it must make you feel great.
One tiny mystery box. One super challenge.
The butterflies are flying around my tummy.
Then
Today's invention test is to make us something truly do-delicious.
they tackle the hottest trend on the culinary scene. Dude food.
You've got to take the simple idea and make it over the top.
For the top dish, a shot at immunity.
Dude food needs to be finger-licking fantastic.
But the bottom 3 will face elimination.
It could be a disaster.